All right, what's poppin', people? It's your boy Juice back at it again. You already know what it is. Puffin' real crusty on my black. You already know. But I'm coming at y'all today with a little different vid. I'm reacting to my own video because the last video I posted, YouTube demonetized because the dumb hey, get off my what are you doing, man? Ridiculous. Oh my goodness. I gotta make sure this is still recording now. Yep. Okay. Alright, as I was saying, YouTube demonetized my last video because the gym was playing some dumbass music in the background that I just couldn't escape. So, which, fun fact, is the same music that they told me I couldn't recommend songs to because they have to play stuff that's not copywritten because people record in the gym. But hey, I guess, it is what it is. I guess only special people can request songs, and they have to be Drake or Eminem, So, but hey, best gym in the world, am I right? 80 bucks a month now, and they take away stuff that I use every week. They have worse toilet paper. They still have leaks in their ceiling. But hey, bro, 50% increase. Let's go. But hey, whatever. Oh, they know where we go. They already know. Big Mad Town, the only place to hoist, which I actually say right in this. But actually, I've been looking at different places to hoist because it's one thing if you raise your prices and you give a reason to, but they've raised their prices and they've actually gone down in value. So it's just like it doesn't make sense when there's a place the same distance away from me with more or equal to or more equipment that they have, and it's cheaper. And actually, they have more stuff that I can do. They have like boxing, they have jiu-jitsu, they have all the strongman stuff. They have more strongman stuff. So, hey, and they have calibrated plates. Bro, they have everything and more, and they're cheaper. So make it make sense, honestly. But hey, I'm not here to dig on the gym. I appreciate it for what it's given me and the time that it has. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep it moving once my membership's up because it just don't make sense for real. But all right, so all that being said, I'm just gonna react to this video. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm doing because that's what I was gonna be doing anyway, and this just makes it a little bit easier. So, hey.
What's cracking? Where we at? Only place to be at when you try to hoist.
But there's other places now to hoist.
I'm not gonna. We're not gonna record our stretches because you already saw that. Always take your shits before you start around.
Alright, that's really bad audio.
Last listen.
What I was saying though is just always take your shits before you go and start hoisting, because if you're hoisting and mid-hoist you go take a shit, you're gonna lose all your energy. It's like you're kind of fueled on that shit. So keep the shit in as long as you can, because once you bust, you can't get it back up. You know what I'm saying? At least not most people. But me, on the other hand, we're gonna keep going. I didn't realize the audio was this bad.
Got the faggers on here, and I'm gonna use I'm gonna have my hands like this. I don't even know what that is, but
It was just because it was too loud.
I'm going fast, and then I'm not gonna add any more weight to the bands. I'm gonna just go up in regular weight, static weight, and yeah, fag rips, camber bar, have a pad on there so I can slam it, and high reps. Yeah.
Okay, so what I was saying there is I'm going to be doing a reverse grip on this cambered bar with the bun with banded weight. Now, I've been doing this a decent amount lately, and I've been trying to get my friends to do so. And actually, just recently, I was doing this week, actually. and someone came up to me and was like, "Yo, what is this? Like, it looks mad violent." Like, I'm like, "Bro, like, give it a try. It's fun. It's super nice." The bun lets you just slam it into your chest a little bit more, and then which makes the bands actually band. You're actually using the band with that propulsion there. It's just, and then the fat grips, dude. It just helps you lock in more with your back than your chest, and makes it kind of like makes you go a little bit lower. So you're, especially with the reverse grip, you're not hitting your shoulders as much. It's an overall probably becoming one of my favorite benches, or favorite ways of bench. Look at the stability you have to have. I was just messing around, but you have to engage yourself so much more, and it's really. And I know I said you got to get your back into it and stuff, but I've never felt such a good pump in my chest, or such a good activation in my chest than I've had with this bench right here. I would highly recommend just throwing some bands. You don't got to do all the extra stuff, but I highly recommend throwing some bands on the bench, and if possible, do throw the fat, throw the bun, and just slam it, bro. Just hoist some loads. It's really fun, and have a good challenge with the bands. That's why I'm starting with the bands. So like, find a good challenging weight that actually makes you stabilize with the bands, and then just go up in static weight, is which was what else I was saying. So I'm doing 25s with the bands. That's a good weight that actually makes me engage. That's actually difficult. I'm feeling the what is it? The motion of the ocean, damn near. It feels like I'm pushing water. You know what I'm saying? The bulbousness. Dang, bro, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. The buoyancy bench aspect. Adding buoyancy to your bench will, I guarantee, increase, because I can bench 315 now, which I guess I should probably take a video of. But I can get it for 1 rep, and it's not like super hard with like a regular bench. I haven't benched in like so long, and then I went with my friend, my homie Trayvon, and he is a little bit more like a typical lifter, and he wanted to do bench. But I warmed up with this. I tried to get him to do this, which, props to him. He actually did a set with the 25s with the bands on, but most people won't, and he wanted to quickly go back to the regular bench, which I did after I got up. I think I ended up with a 45 like this, and then another 25. So whatever that is, I did that for a few reps. And then I went into, and so I did that. I think I did like 3 sets of like working up with the bands. And then I went immediately into regular, just normal bench. And I was repping shit out for real. And like, I don't even remember the last time I actually hit a regular bench. And I was just like, wow, like, really, really smacking through plateaus that I never even knew existed. So I would just highly recommend. And the other thing is, bro, have some fun with it. I know I don't know if I spoke on this. Let me just run it back here a minute. So, have some fun with it. Figure out some like different little lifts. And honestly, like, one of the main my thought process behind my lifting has turned into having like 2 major compound lifts, and then I'm building around those. And I usually do 2 like accessory lifts, so that are kind of working the muscles around the main muscle that I'm doing, and in the opposite direction. So like, if I'm gonna bench, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find the muscles that are helping my pecs, which is my back and my shoulders, my lats and my shoulders primarily for me, and that's what this is doing. This is activating my lower lats, and then like my rear delts right here. Like, it's really activating like my scapula or whatever. It's been really nice. And then also with that band, because at the top, the weight is kind of just pressing down. It's not really, I'm not really pushing or pressing or pulling it against anything. So you add the band so that at the top you're actually pulling against something, and then you like lower down with the actual weight as slow as you can to really feel that, and then you lift it up, and it's the same, just regular lift right there. But having some fun with it, like trying different things, not being worried about looking dumb. Like, bro, go try to look as dumb as you can, and I bet you'll find something that really works. And like this, so that was my first, the little band dumbbell thing. That was my first little accessory to like really warm up for my full max effort. And then right here, just a normal is lat pull down. I try like little different parts, but it's really just get a pump in my like broader upper back kind of, and just really getting like a pump, making sure that stuff's actually moving properly. And I even changed the angle to like where I'm pulling in the way that I'm pushing on the chest, and then immediately going into here. So now I'm primed up. I'm fucking absolutely just buzzed. You know what I'm saying? And I feel every other muscle that I'm gonna be using besides my chest. And now here I'm gonna go for just max effort, just tossing, just hoisting, just absolutely annihilating these loads here. And like, honestly, bro, it's been the most fun I've had in the gym, on top of lifting the most weight I've ever had. And I mean, there's probably a lot of other aspects with, me eating, with, just being dialed in. I think having fun, focusing on having fun rather than focusing on just hoisting loads has also been huge in the aspect that it's because I'm having fun, because I'm so locked in, I'm just naturally lifting heavier loads because I'm just having fun. I'm into it. I don't know how much weight this is. I'm just doing it, I don't know how much weight I put on the deadlift. I just lift it. And I'm putting on more every week. And it's like, all right, bet. And that's stop giving a fuck. Stop giving so many fucks, bro. I hate how many fucks people give. It's so annoying. Like, the gym should not be a place where you give a fuck. It's the place. It's just the adult playground, to be completely honest. And I really just want to drive that home on this, is that stop giving so many fucks. Try doing different shit that you haven't seen done before, and just have fun. Just don't be afraid to experiment, because you never know like what the cool shit that you could come up with is. And on saying that cool shit here. Oh, my black went out. We got ATG split squats, except with a little imbalanced weight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting this sandbag, which I think is only like 35, 45 pounds, something like that, on one side of the shoulder or on one side of the body, and then lunging or squatting with the opposite end or opposite side of my body. And on top of that, I'm on a cushion, which is kind of like making me really grip with my fucking toes, with my dogs. All right, I got my dogs gripped up, which I've actually been starting to for the past little while. Got the dog spacers at the gym, right? Spacing the dogs while I'm lifting has really been going hard. Just being able to grip everything with the dogs. The dog gripping is key to lifting. If you ain't gripping, you ain't lifting. All right, I'm saying? Same with the fucking fat grips. If your shafts ain't thick, you can't lift. Your lift's gonna be ick. All right? If the shafts ain't thick, your lift's finna be ick. All right? So grip, even with the feet. Fucking major key alert. All right, but so back to this lift here. Got the sandbag improperly weighting, causing me to stabilize, causing me to engage my core, on top of this cushion, which is actually fairly thin. It only fits like literally my foot, so it's kind of like a balance beam, adding a little balance aspect to it. All right. And then also the cushion is allowing me to grip, really plant my feet, and it's a nice little fucking lift that I've been working with, and it's easy to advance in, because you can just take that bottom little red cushion. I don't know if you can see that, but that little red cushion, You can take that out, maybe, I don't know, grab something else that's like a little bit thinner, or just completely take it out, and you're just lowering it and getting even deeper into that stretch, even deeper into that mobility. But you don't want to go too deep too quick, because you want to make sure your form's good on something like this, which is just kind of like an accessory lift. You're not really trying to hoist too much. It's primarily for my knees, and making sure I can get deep into the squats, deep into the deads, you know what I'm saying, and helping me be strong in those deep aspects of the lifts. All right, so just doing a few like that. I think I did like 12, right? Really bouncing in it, making sure that I feel it, getting really, really voluptuous with it. Do a few like that. Keep it going. I'm going to skip. All right. And then, major key alert, swinging the sandbag immediately after, without putting your legs into it too much, just your shoulders. And really, it's like a lift. It's more like a shoulder raise, like a lat raise, a front lat raise. I don't know names of any lifts, I'm not gonna lie. But making it so that you're kind of like using your chest and your shoulders and your back more than you're using your legs, because you're using your legs in the ATG squat, and then you kind of finish it off by like hitting your shoulders, hitting your back, hitting your chest, which is already worked out the ass from the press this morning or right before that. So if you can see here, you see my what I talked about here, my two major lifts. The major lift is the ATG split squat, right? That's what I'm really locked into. But then, in between, I'm just going to mess around a little bit. I'm going to do some swings. I'm going to maybe do some like little turns, little twists or something like that, just to keep it going, because I don't like to just stand around. If I'm in the gym, I like to be actually doing something that I can't do outside the gym. I just feel like it's a waste of time if I'm just standing around doing nothing while I'm supposed to be lifting. And that's kind of like why. That's also another reason why it's kind of like just, trying different stuff, not trying to just stand around, trying to see what's up, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I've found a lot of cool shit, And then I think, just to end it off, I did some type of chest fly or something, which I'm still kind of in the works with. I've been trying some crazy shit with the chest fly, doing some cool stuff with like bands and dumbbells, and like this little thing here, this little thruster bench there with the red thing underneath it. I'll probably get to it in another video at some point. I'm still kind of working it out. And then I tried something earlier, I think it was on Friday, on the bench with dumbbells and bands, where it's like single, and then like, you're pushing against the band with the dumbbell, and then you can drop the band or drop the dumbbells and just do flies with the bands. So really, yeah, I've been doing some stuff and whatnot. I'll probably throw that in a video at some point. And yeah, fucking yeah. But this is a Wednesday, so, and this is technically, I guess, considered my chest day, or one of my chest days or something like that. And yeah, that's about it. You can see my boy doing the same thing. He's been getting better. He's just gotta make sure he shows up more often, and gets into the fun aspect. It's not. You gotta change your attitude towards the gym. I feel like that's huge for a lot of people, is changing your attitude towards the gym. You don't got to go there. Don't go there because you got to go there to get fit. Go there to have fun. Do stuff that is fun for you. Don't fucking... If hoisting a hefty load isn't fun, dude, bro, grab some fucking weighted balls and fucking play catch. You know what I'm saying? That's it, dude. Like, you don't... And then figure out different ways to throw them. If you have a gym partner, figure out different ways to play catch with a heavy fucking sack, bro. And have fun. Stop fucking making it a drag. Stop making it something that's like some bullshit you have to do. Find the fun in it, because if you don't, you're never gonna achieve your goal, honestly. And yeah, fuck, dude, do something like that. But hey, bro, you already know I'm just chilling. I don't really know shit. I'm just fucking around. So hey, appreciate y'all. Bless y'all. Love y'all. Gang, gang.